Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So Solana seems to be stuck here below one of my resistance levels here. The resistance area is this $42 level that you can see here on the chart. So Solana is moving up fairly strongly actually, as you can see here, and is now coiling up here. Yeah, it is waiting, potentially waiting for a breakout. We basically caught here between two in two patterns really. You have this sort of ascending wedge. You could argue this is an ascending wedge that had one fake out to the upside, which would be considered normally a rather bearish pattern. And then you could even argue that you're doing something like here an uptrend and maybe something like a bullish flag pattern actually, where you are moving up fairly strongly, as you can see here. Yeah. And then we can actually draw something like a flag, yeah, or a pennant really in this. Now, and then what do? You have a bearish pattern and a bullish pattern. What do you do? Well, you normally don't do anything. If you're a breakout trader, you would normally wait for the breakout anyway. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you have conflicting patterns. If you have a bullish and a bearish pattern entangled in each other, it doesn't matter. You wait for a breakout when you're a breakout trader, so it doesn't really matter which pattern you're looking at here. Some people might call that even a bear flag. I wouldn't, because the move up here is far too strong actually to just be a bear flag. In fact, you would possibly even call that in Elliott wave language maybe a leading diagonal here, all of this even, you know. So it's getting very interesting, you know, and we have constantly made here since the low from the 13th of June, we've made higher highs and higher lows, as you can see. So we are technically back into some kind of an uptrend. Now, if this only is so-called fake out uptrend and we will come down even lower or not, this is still very, very unclear. Yeah, and we have to be very honest. I mean, told you that significant price action above $48.41 will make a difference. That will definitely give us a really good clue if we are in an uptrend here, in a more sustainable uptrend, or if all of this here is just a corrective move up. Yeah, this will be some kind of a game changer here, the move above the wave 4 high. Why? Because this is where the downtrend started. That move down here, this 5-wave move down, started here at the beginning of the, or at the end of the wave 4, yeah, at the beginning of the wave 5. That is where it started. And if you move higher than that, it technically invalidates this wave pattern to the downside. So that is why this level is so critical. Now, we are not only approaching here resistance in terms of that resistance line at $42, of which we bounced off a few times now. As I mentioned in the previous video, we are also approaching here this 50-day moving average, which is currently located at around $44.30. This will be interesting and important as well, very important, yeah. So this is definitely a huge area of resistance. So even if we get above $42 here, and we briefly got above it, but we couldn't really hold it. In fact, we got all the way up to 42.83 here, or 85. But even if we get higher now, yeah, in the next move, this will probably some kind of resistance level. So bear that in mind. And that means the next step here, you see here various steps of resistance. We took that one, yeah, of $39. We moved to the next one at 42. Now we just need to move to the next one at 45. And here we just have this 50-day moving average one in the way. If we get above that, then we can make it to that $48 level. And if we get above that, that will make it much less likely that all of this down here is still just a corrective wave, and it could really push more, and we could really push more to the upside. At the moment, based on the bullish wave count here, it would suggest we have seen a wave 1, we've seen a wave 2. We are now in a wave 3 here in white. Yeah, of course not complete yet. We haven't moved up high enough for a wave 3. So this is still happening. Yeah, we are still in the wave 3 in a bullish wave count. The target for this wave 3 is still unchanged. That is here pretty much in the region of $54. That is where we need to get a 2. Afterwards, we will see a wave 4 to the downside, and then a wave 5 to the upside that could possibly reach here something like $66. that would finish off a first larger impulse to the upside. So you can see even in this wave count, we would be still very much in the beginning, but it's not confirmed yet. Yeah, we still have the $48 level in the way and the 50-day moving average as well. So it's just that the higher we go now and the more resistance levels we take out and the less weakness we see in the chart on the way up, the more likely it just is that the overall low is in. And then obviously all of this, when we have these 5 waves complete, all of this will be corrected once more in a wave 2 that will then, so let's say the roadmap is a little bit like that we now move up in a wave 3. That would be the bullish view, then the wave 4, then move up in a wave 5, and then all of this will be corrected again in a larger wave 2 that will come down in an ABC pattern, yeah, and that will land somewhere here, maybe once more around the $40 mark. That really depends how strong that sell-off then will be. There are various targets for a wave 2, yeah, and let's say here between $46 and $31, yeah, between the 50% fib retracement and the 88.7, all possible. But then if we turn around here then, and that would then really push much higher, and you know, for fun we can calculate the projection for the next move up afterwards. This is of course for many at the moment unbelievable really that we can talk about prices like these at the moment. But let's say we come down to something like $40, then we're talking about a $100 Solana again in the wave 3 to the upside. Yeah, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 to the upside. But again, that would be the minimum because the 1.618 extension is for a wave 3, especially in terms of what the altcoins do, really the absolute minimum. Normally you would reach higher levels of an altcoin, you know, reaching the wave 3 target. It would normally be a little bit higher than the 1.618. Could be the 200% extension, maybe even the 2.618. So yeah, we're talking about very critical levels. And the 2.618 extension, as you can see here, is the $143 level. Now, the $143 level is not without reason highlighted as very critical level up here in red. It is a structurally super important level. As soon as we get above this level, this is the wave X high here. That will again sort of be the next major stage of reducing downward pressure here. If that level is taken out, that is really an important level and will indicate that we can really look into further sustainable price increases. Now that's far away from now. We're talking here about a 3x or more to reach that level from here. But again, you know, there are structural levels, and the more of these are taken out, the more likely it gets that we continue the uptrend, okay? So at the moment, it's looking quite interesting, but again, I gave you the key level that we need to take out now. Key support remains the $39 level. If we lose that, then I will believe we'll go down to that wave 2 low here at $34. And really only if we take out here the $26 level, that will then indicate that this potential impulse to the upside is over, has been invalidated, and that we will actually see one more lower low and probably another 5-wave move to the downside that could take us down to possibly $20 or so. Okay, and that is my view about Solana here at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.